What's going on? This is Marty Styles, and what we got here is Fight Night's Finest. Let's get ready to rumble! Fight Night's Finest. Let's step in the ring where the lights are blinded. I'm about to just knock you out. Now your mouthpiece, you cannot find it. You cannot face the weather. Warming up like May's weather. Super fast like Mayweather. You cannot put your face together. Cause my hands is lightning speed. I don't really think people wanna fight with me. You'll likely flee like Frazier from Foreman. Guaranteed tonight you'll bleed. Looking like I swiped your feet from under you. I'm like Tyson beast. I'll punish you. I don't think that there's nothing your freaks are gonna do but sleep.
What is good, boxing fans and gamers? It's your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Soviet commentator, back with another Fight Night Champion online ranked match and back with another topical commentary. Let's go ahead and take a look at this matchup. Sonny Liston going up against Mike Tyson, and I want you to take a quick look at that record. 320 wins, 90 losses, and 173 of those 320 wins coming by way of knockout. Now, the main reason I'm pointing out my record is because it's going to come relevant in this commentary a bit later. And let's take a look at this guy's record. 408 wins, 247 losses, and I didn't really get to see his knockout. But I think, the thing I want to talk about is winning in video games and just the truth when it comes to video games and why it is that people win and why it is that people lose, and the perspective on it, and why it is that some gaming communities go the way that they do. The Fight Night Champion gaming community, we all know, is one of the worst. The attitudes, the e-penis growth, everything. It's just bad in this community for some odd reason, and I think the main reason for that is because a lot of people in this game avoid the truth. The fact or the truth of the matter on this game is that records don't really tell your entire story. And the main reason I'm going to say your record doesn't tell your entire story is because there's a lot of people who've done some things to get those records, and the game isn't completely based off of skill. There's a lot of the times where the judges, for example, the judges' scorecards don't add up to how they should be. Sometimes rounds aren't scored based off of actual boxing curriculum. It's more based on damage and how much damage you take versus how much you dish out. That's the main way I look at it. That's the main reason why fighters like the man opposite to me, Mike Tyson, is the most used character in the game, is because he does a lot of damage. His punches hurt, and he can just knock you out at any given point in the fight. So a lot of people see this and they figured, this is something I can really take advantage of. I can use this and I can win a lot of matches with this. And there's so many variables into when it comes to winning on this game, is that a lot of people don't realize that there's so many factors that go involved in it. And that's the main reason I don't think you can count somebody's record. Sonny Liston versus Mike Tyson. Let's take a look at this matchup. At 82 versus a 92 overall. The honesty in this matchup, whether this guy thought he could, whether he just wanted to play with Tyson or he thought Tyson would give him the best chance of winning. Only he knows the answer to that. Did I think Sonny Liston in this matchup gave me the best chance of winning? Hell no. Absolutely not. But why am I playing with Sonny Liston? Because one, I want to use other boxers in the game. I know for a fact my opponent most likely isn't going to pick based off of the fact that close to overall and what will give us an even fight and a good matchup and the best display of skills. This guy wants to win at all costs, and I give him respect for that. You get on, a lot of people get on this game to win. I get on to have fun. So the difference in motive is already clear, and I think that's also clear when you play other video games as well. There's a lot of people who get on, for example, Call of Duty, to try hard it up. Maybe some people get on to get some trick shots. Other people get on to raise their KDA and have a good time with friends. Other people play competitive. It is a lot of motives that go into playing video games. So when it comes down to winning on these games, you got to look at the different components. Is the skill level of the opponent same? How does the matchmaking system go of how the game set it? Are the opponents playing fair? Is both players fighting fair and not, trying to cheese it up and In this case, does my opponent understand the game mechanics? Does he understand boxing? Given his record, should he have even been matched up with me in the first place? Should I have been matched up with him? There's so many things that you can look at that determines whether or not you should win or you shouldn't win. How long have you been playing the game? It's just so many different factors. And when I see people, for example, on Fight Night Champion saying that every match is winnable, well, that's not the truth, and that's a damn lie. The matchups aren't always even. Sometimes, for example, in this matchup, the amount of stuns that come out are just ridiculous. Right here, we end up getting dropped for the second time tonight. And, you know, some people will say these knockdowns were preventable, but, you know, what more could I have done? I tried to use my jab to keep my opponent at bay. I switched strategies and tried to pressure him in order to keep him off of me. And I used my ring generalship. I try to block, but, you know, sometimes you just get caught with a shot because defense isn't truly in your hands, so you just end up getting knocked down. These are the things that I want people to look at whenever you guys are either discussing stuff in the comment section, you're talking with another player, while you're playing the game. It's like, how do you truly measure the skill level, and how do you truly say what's a win and what's not a win? And the main way you can figure that out is just by being completely honest. Whether this guy was a better player than me or not, I'm not exactly sure. There's been some things in this matchup that, you know, aren't fair. Like I said, the character selection wasn't fair. There's a bit of lag going on in the match. The motives may have been different, as he's playing the game fair and he understands the game mechanics, and I think he understands boxing because he's using Tyson the way he's intended. Try to come onto the inside, use your jab to get onto the inside, and throw combinations and bombs once you're there. So this is a guy who understands the game, understands boxing, and I think has respect for the sport. Now, could you judge this guy based off his record? I don't think you can, because I think he's a bit better than his record. I'm not just saying that because of the end result of this fight, but I'm saying it because based off what I experienced with him and just how the match went. Now, will I have been able to beat this guy with a different matchup? Who knows? I don't know. But that's just being honest. I think when you guys have these discussions in the comment section, whether you're talking about the spammers or you're talking about every match being winnable, I don't think that's the truth. And I think if you look at it a lot in these video games, you have to just be honest with yourself. Even in the way you treat people in the community. If you know you're not a bully in real life, or you know you're not a tough guy in real life, don't come on the game and start trying to act like a tough guy and acting like you know, like you're the bee's knees, and quote unquote. You know, don't act like you're the end all be all. Just play the game, have fun, have respect, try to keep it honest, and I think at the end of the day, if we was all a bit more truthful, it could possibly cause some arguments, but I think it'll be good arguments, and it'll also encourage people to try to do better based on how you take the criticisms. Don't act like you're the best player in the world, or, you know, just because you have success against one or two spammers, that you beat every single spammer all the time, and that everybody's beatable. It's everybody's beatable, but there's just so many components that go into it. Like they say, in, you know, real boxing, styles make fights, and, you know, on this game, exploits sometimes make fights, and that's the main reason why certain things end up going the way they do. So I'm gonna wrap up the commentary here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know this commentary was a bit all over the place, but I'm hoping you guys got the main point, because that's the best way I can possibly express it. Anyway, check out those guys in the description. Also check out the live stream that I did with Arachnid Soul on his channel. That link will be in the description. Check out the other commentators. Follow me on Twitter. And that's gonna be the end of this. It's been your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sophie commentator, and I'm off. Peace!